What's going on, everybody? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel. And in this lovely little video, I'm going to be talking about Hogwarts Legacy again. This little article here from IGN. Hogwarts Legacy developers respond to controversy over creators' anti-transgender views. IGN is just writing themselves into irrelevancy. Devs talk about, quote, challenges without mentioning author J.K. Rowling. Because heaven forbid if you do an interview with a developer who has a beautiful game coming out soon that they just want to talk about the goddamn game. 30 seconds. Uh-oh. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy allows players to zoom around on broomsticks, master exotic spellbooks, and break bread with their fellow students on the castle grounds. There are millions of Harry Potter fans on the planet, and after years of middling movie tie-ins, yeah, you're just kind of really only talking about the most recent ones, and App Store flotsam, yeah, well, yeah, anyway. Portkey Games promised the first full-throated, big-budget embrace of the Wizarding World. Now, I've been avoiding any and all gameplay videos and tips and tricks and secrets and reveals, and I've seen some YouTubers coming out with the high-end gameplay, and I played for 4 hours or this many hours and whatnot. I've been avoiding those. I don't normally do that with video games, but I'm legitimately looking forward to this game, and I don't want to see anything about it. I've seen enough. I've seen enough to know that I want to play the game. I was a fan of the books. I was a fan enough of the movies, regardless of the changes and everything they made. So I'm avoiding it. Is it going to bite me in the butt? It might. We'll see. But we're going to get into the moronicism of this article. Unfortunately, the author and primary rights holder of the Harry Potter franchise, J.K. Rowling, has recently reinvented herself as one of the most prominent anti-transgender voices in the cultural gestalt. Big words there for you. Which has torpedoed much of the dizzy goodwill that Hogwarts Legacy was supposed to offer. Except, Hogwarts Legacy pre-order data suggests huge debut for the game. Websites like IGN and GameSpot and Forbes and Resetter, Mary Sue, all these trash so-called games journalist websites are trying to push this boycott because of J.K. Rowling. To hell with the developers, to hell with the game, to hell with the game studio and the people who actually just want to play the game. Screw them. They're pushing this narrative over and over and over again, and it has failed quite spectacularly. As the game inches closer to release, only 2 weeks away at the time of this article, Portkey customers will be navigating a thicket of unresolvable ethical quandaries. No, they won't. That's a lie. There are no ethical quandaries to buying a game. It's just a video game. It is not a statement of ethics, of whether or not you are an ally. It is not anything like that at all. It is a non-controversy bullshit narrative that these jacktivists on Twitter and these journalists, so-called journalists, at these games websites who are simply trying to score make-believe virtue points by writing trash articles like this. Is it possible to divorce the themes of love and belonging, so crucial to the Harry Potter canon, from its mercurial author? The answer to that is yes. J.K. Rowling already got paid. Pretty sure she got paid a massive check. She doesn't... She got paid. By boycotting this game, you are hurting the developers. You are hurting the developers, the testers, the studio itself, by pushing this boycott, which isn't working. Can the Wizarding World ever be reclaimed from J.K. Rowling? She doesn't own the world, it's the fancy. That's what you got to get into your head. J.K. Rowling created the Harry Potter universe, just like George Lucas created the Star Wars universe. Gene Roddenberry created the Star Trek universe. But ultimately, what keeps these things going forward are the fans of these worlds, these universes, these franchises. Just the fans. So, can they separate the author from the world? Yes, because people write their own fan fiction. They have their own headcanon. Regardless of how good or bad or dog shit it is, they have their own. They run into people who love the same things that they do. That's what fan bases do. They have arguments and discussions, and more than likely, I'd be willing to bet, a vast majority of them don't know and don't care about J.K. Rowling's opinions. But articles like this from IGN just continue to push trash like this. Here's how Alan Two, the game's director, addressed those discrepancies. This'll be fun. Here's a quote. I think for us, there are challenges in every game we've worked on. This game has been no different. When we bumped into those challenges, we went back and refocused on the stuff that we really care about. We know our fans fell in love with the Wizarding World, and we believe they fell in love with it for the right reasons, he said. We know that's a diverse audience. For us, it's making sure that the audience who always dreamed of having this game had the opportunity to feel welcomed back, that they have a home here, and that it's a good place to tell their story. So first of all, it's a single-player game. So the idea that you need so much diversity and inclusion, especially in character creation, is kind of silly. You're making your own character. You're not interacting with anyone online. You are interacting with the other NPCs in the game. Much like in Cyberpunk 2077, the look of your character, sure, they had a photo mode, and it was absolutely fantastic. People spent more time in the photo mode probably than they did in the game. And if Hogwarts Legacy has a photo mode, I can see it going the same route. Everybody wants a picture of their wizard. But the extreme customization of your character in a single-player game is, it's okay. It's not necessary, but, cool that it's there. The article goes on. Two stopped short of mentioning J.K. Rowling by name, nor did he say anything specific about trans issues or trans rights. Well, maybe that's because he's talking about his game, and the game has absolutely nothing to do with trans issues and trans rights. I asked him a second question because you're a prick and you're trying to just get dirt on everybody because you need some sort of drama you need to create some sort of drama to make yourself feel relevant. I hate modern day journalist crap. If he himself ever had any second thoughts about working on this IP after Rowling's biases made headlines. And after a pause, Two reiterated his earlier statement. Good for him, because he's talking about a game. The team that made Hogwarts Legacy, the team made Hogwarts Legacy for everyone. Well, yeah, okay, cool, great. Good answer. Absolutely good answer. That's another thing I find fantastic about this. I think they've made a few statements on this controversy crap. They've distanced themselves from J.K. Rowling, which is fine. The game is separate. It takes place in the 1890s instead of modern day. They based the game on the world J.K. Rowling created. She's not in the game. She didn't write the game. The developer did. Nevertheless, the backlash against Rowling's ongoing opposition in transgender inclusion remains a core part of the conversation around Harry Potter. No. Why? That's what I don't understand. I don't know why it is so integral in the world of Harry Potter. Article continues. It has included Harry Potter alumni Emma Watson, who wouldn't be anywhere without the Harry Potter universe, and Daniel Radcliffe, who wouldn't be anywhere without this. It's like you bite the hand that feeds you. Like why would you do that? Just shut the hell up. Don't say anything. Both of whom have pushed back against Rowling's stance with statements of their own that nobody really cares about. We recently got a chance to see Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy for ourselves, and you can find our extended nope, don't give a shit. Among other things, the Portkey team has attempted to balm some of that textual fraughtness with Harry Hogwarts Legacy's gameplay. The character creator here is broadly inclusive, cool, irrelevant, but cool. It's good that, they want to make a game for everyone. People are still going to find something to complain about. I used Cyberpunk 2077 as an example. You could make a male body with a vajayjay. You could make a female body with a cut and uncut pecker. And yet, as inclusive as that game was, you could make yourself. It was highly editable. You know, you could walk around with big old double D cups and a, and yet the Jacktivists still complained, especially about a poster, a goddamn poster. They claimed the game was racist because of the language that's used to refer to the Voodoo Boys, calling it racist, despite the fact that the creator of the cyberpunk universe, Mike Pondsmith, is black as night. The man came out and pretty much told him to stick your head up, back up your ass, and go tell your old racist uncle at Thanksgiving what he's talking about. It was absolutely fantastic. These so-called journalists and jacktivists will simply find something else to complain about until they are completely and totally ignored by not only the general populace but also by the corporations. This kind of shit will not stop until the developers, the studios, the directors, the writers ignore them, write what you want. Stop bending the knee. Entertain people. Entertainment and story progression first. Hero's journey first. Character development first. If you want to put a message in there, be my guest. But put the story first. Because when you put the message, when the message comes before everything else, when the little check boxes come before everything else, when you make ideological changes for no other reason but for ideological changes and forget about the story, it's going to be garbage. She-Hulk is garbage. Velma is garbage. Fucking, the Halo show, garbage. The show's tanked because you decided to put some sort of ideological message first above good storytelling, and it's being criticized left, right, and center. Obi-Wan, the character of Reva, bad character. Oh, but if you didn't like Reva, you were a bigot. People are getting tired of it. I've said it over and over again. I'm looking forward to Hogwarts Legacy. I'm looking forward to websites like IGN and GameSpot, to all this stuff to fall, to absolutely fail, because no one's interested in your shit anymore. Tell me what you think. Are you going to play Hogwarts Legacy? I am. I pre-ordered my deluxe digital edition a couple of weeks ago. I am going to be streaming it day one. And that's all there is to it. I can't wait to play this game. Anyway, I've been rambling. Thank you for sticking around this long. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you on the next one.